Leo, maybe just your overall assessment of the game. Georgia State really had a strong first half, but your defense really came back in the second half, and especially your fumble recovery after the second touchdown. So what's your overall assessment of the game?
I mean, like always, we played hard. It's a tough loss for sure. It's one of those things that we get a couple things to go our way. We play a little bit better, and we come out on top. You know, we always play hard. We never quit, and we just got to execute a little bit better, get the win.
And just tell us about when you did get the fumble recovery after you get the 2 touchdowns, and it's a 17-14 game. Tell us about the play and the momentum your team had at that point.
I mean, it was just a phenomenal play by Quell, really, to get that ball out on a big run. You know, it would have been like a 40-yard run, 40-yard run. And just to make a play like that was absolutely incredible. I was just around the ball, happened to land on it. I didn't really do nothing special. Yeah, just gotta do our best when they punch, we gotta punch back. And Quell did a great job of that.
It was just like in the first quarter when you stopped the Georgia State drive and they forced them into a field goal. That was a big defense effort. What happened? What did you do on that series to stop the drive?
Coach Woody, just a great play call, really. And like always, we don't quit. We get our backs down in the end zone, back against the wall. We gotta keep fighting, and that's what we did on that drive.
Thank you.
Sal or Seth?
He's good.
Yeah. Okay. Connor on Zoom.
Okay, Joe, you can start.
Hey Leo, Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com. You made a lot of tackles today. You talk about a little bit about some of your one-on-one battles and how you were able to win those, and seemed like you were all over the field. Even made some really good plays on the perimeter against a really speedy quarterback.
I mean, just trying my best to do the best I can within the scheme of the defense. Obviously, once you secure your job on the play, then you got to go run the ball and try to do the best you can to get it down. So I was just trying to do that as best I could.
And then my final question is just, it looked like Georgia State had a lot of success running the ball up the middle today with their running backs who are all pretty speedy and shifty. What can you guys work on to try and improve, the run defense, especially up the middle where it seems like Army's been kind of getting gashed a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think just kind of getting off blocks a little bit, playing those gaps a little better, knowing our responsibility, and just making sure we don't come out of gaps too soon. Working on exchanges for the linebackers. There's a lot of things we can do. Just a lot of room for improvement.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ken?
Leo, Ken McMillan from The Record. Something that it looked like Army was having trouble with, you can tell us otherwise, the tempo game that Georgia State was throwing at you, very similar to Coastal and San Antonio. Is Army defense having difficulty with teams that have such a fast tempo?
I wouldn't say that. I think it's, the weather wasn't too bad, fortunately, and, it wasn't too hot out there. No one was really cramping like that. But I think it's just getting lined up. We gotta get lined up and know our responsibility right away. And, that can make it difficult on any defense. And, that's something definitely we gotta work on going forward because, teams see that and teams will keep repeating to do that to us.
Mm-hmm. For as good as it felt to beat Villanova and end that streak, what's it like to be 1-3 right now, facing a tough opponent next week?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to look down the road, but the bottom line is we're not going to quit. We got to keep fighting every single game, no matter who the opponent is, no matter who we're playing, and no matter who we're playing the next week. We got to keep fighting. So at the end of the day, it's the legacy of this team on the line every game.
But you feel like you can recover quickly?
I do.
Thank you.
You guys good in the room? That's it for